I just like to get the sections wet. So what I'm going to be using for this wash and go for 4C Gallem is I'm going to be using, you already know I love my Giovanni's Direct Weightless Leave-In Conditioner because it is bomb, alright? I'm going to be using Talia Wajid's curly curl cream, and some oils of your choice. So I'm going to be using some walnut oil, actually. Decided to try it, my first time trying it, and some Jamaican black castor oil. Now, the point of it, obviously I've washed my hair, I'm out of the shower, freshly washed. The point of the wash and go is you still use the products that you like using for your hair or that you feel give you some more definition. So typically, I don't use Talia Wajid, but I use all the other stuff like the, what's it called, Giovanni's. I love that stuff just in terms of the moisture. So this is what I'm going in with first. I'm going with my Giovanni's, and I would use this whether I was doing this faux wash and go or not, because like I said, I just love the product. It does define a bit, I guess, but it's not a definition product in my repertoire. I don't really have definition products. Now, if you're a person that likes using gels on your wash and goes, you want more structure, you can definitely use some gels. When I've tried a wash and go, you guys know I've tried a wash and go in the past. I'm going to put a little clip right here, or visual of how my hair looked. With that, absolutely loved the way it looked, honestly. It was great, but the washing process afterwards was, my God. So right now I'm going in with the Talia Wajid curling custard. Now this is a curly curl cream. I don't know why I said curling custard. It is more of a stronger hold thing, and this is why I would not use it. This is a product that I actually wanted to use on my wash and go, but if you watch that video, I used the wrong product. I used a different Talia Wajid product and not this one. So yeah, now I bought the right one and I kept it because I was like, you know what, it's too late to return it, and also it might come in handy for when I do styles like this. So that's what I'm using now to get the curls to be a little bit heat popping and to hold it in place a bit more. Now those of you guys that use gels like Extreme Wet Line Gel, that's perfectly fine to continue to use, I think, for this wash and go, but for me, I don't really like the way gels look, and I used it for the wash and go because it was supposed to stretch the hair. Because gels are so heavy, I knew it would stretch my hair, and that's kind of what I wanted when I was trying a wash and go for the first time, because I didn't want the hair to shrink up too much. That's always the worst part. So again, wetting the section, trying to keep it as moisturized as possible. Now this is what we're looking like. And next I'm going to go in with a bit of my walnut oil and some Jamaican black castor oil. Just a bit of both. Mix it together. The smell of the walnut oil is so strong, as well as the smell of the Jamaican black castor oil. But ooh, I like how it feels on top of the Talia Wajid. The Talia Wajid is more thick and structured than I thought it would be, actually. So I'm very surprised by that. But this is what we're looking like. And now, for the key part of the faux wash and go, you want to twist the hair. Yep. That's, to me, what makes it the faux part. This, to me, is what makes it the best method, in my opinion, to do a wash and go style. So you want to take the sections. You're twisting very, very lightly. This is a very light twist. You guys know when I twist my hair on my own, it is way tighter than this. You want to twist very, very lightly. Call the fingers around the endings. But you're left with something like this. Very puffy, very light. Key is a very light twist, because you want it to dry with the curl pattern of your hair versus the curl pattern of the twist. That's why you like, but the twisting is just to make it elongated. Section is wet up. Going with my trusty Giovanni's that I love. put it in the section. Now some of you guys might be like, baby girl, why are you doing this? What is the point? Because just like a regular wash and go, this 4C, or my version of the faux wash and go, as I like to call it, it doesn't last that long. It definitely lasts longer than the wash and go. I've actually done a wash and go on my hair and seen how much it actually shrunk and how it looked, and then dealing with it afterwards. I can say that this one does last longer because I have done this before in the past. And yeah, but they definitely does not last as long as my twists, my 2-strand twists would last. I'm gonna put the oil first this time. I've developed a new method. 2 oil. So now I'm going in with the Talia Wajid after the oil. Just feel like it makes it. This Talia Wajid is thick with 2 C's, okay? What the hell, man? You know, just when you put something in your hair and it's holding it. It's holding it like your mother was holding you when you were a child. It's holding you like Jesus holds us on in the church. It's just holding. Bozo baza. So, wow. Doing bits. Okay, light twisting. I'm gonna divide the section right in 2. Divide the section in 2, and again, you want to lightly twist because you want the definition from the hair to be the thing. Again, we're trying to preserve the curl pattern of the hair and not the curl pattern of a twist. So that's why I do it like that. Got a bit very light. Please ignore the people talking right outside my window because this is what they do. It's New York. So just let the sections air dry like I did. I think it took 2 days for it to dry, but that's all you need. As long as it's air dried, it's good. And I try when I'm sleeping not to pull them very tight or that will stretch them out more. You want them to air dry, kind of fluffy, kind of like this. So let's just start taking out each section. I like to use an oil, so I still have some of that walnut oil. So I'm just gonna use that on the section and take it out. Letting it air dry, I think, is like the longest portion, depending on how long it takes your hair to air dry. And then I just start separating. So you get closer. Now the purpose of this and twisting lightly is, again, you don't want it to be the curls necessarily of the twist. You want it more so to be whatever hair pattern and stuff that you have. That's what makes it look a bit more wash and go-y than twist out when I do my twist outs. So that's why, you know, I like to twist it lightly. When I untwist, I don't mind, like I said, a bit of frizz, so I unravel. Not the most carefully, I would say, but it gets the job done. For me, I like to separate even the bigger chunks, like so. And then I like to take my handy dandy afro pick, fluff out the root so I can better divide the part. Because there's a part in the hair, you just want to make sure that you go on ahead and divide it, blend the 2 sections. Like so. Okay, this side, this is one of the bigger chunks, but again, let's get the close up. Separate, and it depends on how much definition you want or care about that you separate, but as you can see, it's pretty defined and it doesn't look like a twist out. Those of you guys that have been on my channel for a long time, maybe I'll even put an image here of how my twist outs typically look. It's not the same twist or definition that I get with a twist out. Don't get me wrong, I love my twist outs. That's why I do them so much. But the full wash and go, especially because you're twisting lightly, comes with more so, as you can see, the definition of your hair. This isn't a twist. I didn't do my twist this small, so you're not going to see definition like this and say it's because of the twist that I did. My twist was way chunkier than that. So it's definitely the whatever it is that you get when you're wetting your hair and you're conditioning your hair. That's the definition that you're going to see when you do the full wash and go. Also, it depends on what kind of product you use. You guys saw I used a Talia Wajid, which is way more holding than the times in the past that I've done this full wash and go. Like I said, that was one of the first times I'm using that. So it definitely did a pretty decent job of holding the definition in place. As I'm looking at it now, from my view right now, I'm seeing quite a bit of the definition that I saw when I was doing my hair that day. As you guys saw, I'm seeing it here right now, so that's pretty cool. And I'm sure if I did a regular wash and go, I would still see it, but again, it would be more shrunken up. So this is the second half of that twist. again, separating. You can see, I just like to do this, and get to the ends. And again, my oil's on my finger, so it helps a bit with shine and creating not that much friction or frizz, but I use an Afro pick anyway to get more volume, so girl, idio what idio. Okay, so all the sections are out, and this is it. This is day one, so let me just do a close-up so you can see a bit more the definition and stuff. I turned down the brightness a bit more so hopefully you can see, but you can see there's a nice shine with it. There's definition in the places in my hair that typically would have definition, places that would never, and it's the definition that my hair gets, so 4B4C hair. Oh, it's kills me. My twist. So one thing that I will say that I noticed about full wash and go versus my regular wash and go, maybe I'll do a video about that too, but how I know for sure this is a full wash and go as opposed to a twist out, it's because the sections of my hair act exactly like they did with a wash and go, except not as much shrinkage. So the sections of my hair that are more like this section, which is more stretched out kind of naturally without me having to do much, it wants to be longer, it wants to be more stretched out. Exactly the same when I had my wash and go. Obviously it was on a shorter scale, but this was still the longest part of my hair when I did the wash and go. Versus here, these sections here by the side, oh my goodness, nothing. Like even when I did the regular wash and go versus this wash and go, you will see no, you guys can see, no definition whatsoever, nothing, and it will be on both sides. Now when I have it twist out, you will see definition here that matches the definition in the other sections, of course, because it's a twist out. So this section was elongated with the twist, and so you will see the twist definition. Similarly with the back shrinks quite a bit typically. I guess maybe I did the twist a bit long in this, but it's showing out pretty long here, which is a shocker, but it'll shrink up with time. And the middle section, like usual, pretty medium definition, not much, nothing crazy with that. Provides most of the frizz in my hair naturally, so it provides most of the volume with most of my looks, like it usually does for wash and go, regular wash and go. Of course, this is the first day hair, so it's okay in terms of volume, not my peak. Now I think what I'm gonna do is add a bit of water. I have my spray bottle here, especially to the back, as you can see how long that back section is. Wow. Luckily this spray bottle is more of a mist, so hopefully add some nice movement or whatever to my hair, because it doesn't feel crunchy or anything, so I'll give that to the Talia Wajid product. Does not feel any type of crunch at all. You can still see quite a bit of definition. I'm sure if I used gel I would see more. I just don't like how gel feels on my hair, and for a full wash and go, it really ain't worth it. Yeah, the water was great. I think the water really helped to get rid of some of the fold in the hair. In certain sections of my hair you can see a bit of a bend just because of it was where the twist hooked. Even though the twists were very loose, still they were the thing that held it. Now again, this probably will not last long. I know my hair. If you try this out or if you have done it, please let me know your thoughts. I feel like it looks the most wash and go like, the most natural like. So that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, comment down I don't want to hear Pam. If you're in the 4C gang and you are interested in trying this or have tried it before, comment that down below. Make sure you check me out on Instagram because I will be giving the hair looks you already know. Anyway, bye guys. Mwah!